Good morning everybody. Well, another video today in my Practice Makes Perfect journal journey, and I just thought I'd spice things up a little bit. Last month, was it last year I think it was, or the year before? Let me think, what year was this? 2018, so it was last year. Mike set us some mid-month mini missions, and it was just a letter, so Aquatic, Borders, Cape, Destination, etc, etc. So I thought, just for a change, I will do a couple of these out of here. So I'm just going to pick random ones. I'm not going to do them all, but I just thought if I pick random ones, and the first one I'm going to pick is Aquatic. And it reads, of water, an aquatic plant or animal, pond, aquarium or sea creature, either real or imaginary. So in my stash, when I had a good clear out, I found these stamps from Hero Art. So there's octopus with seaweed, I've got fishies, I've got a seahorse, and I also found my indigo blue eco journal, which has got all different subtraits. So when I turn you to overhead, I'll show you what's in here. So there's canvas, corrugated card, hessian. So we'll see how it gets on. I'm going to be using PBO paints, the iridescent ones, and I'm going to be using the luscious powders to colour the fishies and the seahorse and that. So I'll turn you to overhead and we'll make a start. Okay, so this is my A5, I would say you call it, eco journal from Indigo Blue. I'm sure you'll find it on the website at www.indigoblue.com, and you've got canvas, corrugated card, burlap in brown and white. You've got some really nice paper again, so it just really goes through. You've got some craft card and that, so it just goes through it. So first thing I want to do, with it being canvas, I want to give it a coat of gesso. So I'm using my PBO gesso, and I'm going to, actually I'm not going to put it straight on there, I'm going to put it on the mat and pick it up and put it on from there. But I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the canvas a bit of a spray with water, and hopefully that will help it go on better. I don't usually like painting gesso onto my canvas, but for this I am going to. And the reason I'm doing it is because I think the colour that I've chosen, which is iridescent greeny blue to represent the sea, so that's what I'm going to do. I just thought, for a change, let's just have a bit of a change up. With some more water. There we go. Is that done? Let's see how big. Oh, I was going to put the gesso back in, but never mind. What I'll do is I'll just paint this back onto this with the rest of it. So I'm not wasting it. There we go. Lift that up, because knowing me, I'll put my hands in it. There we go, that's that done. Now I'm not going to dry that, I'm just going to go straight in and add the iridescent, because obviously I want this to be like a sea. So I'm doing under the sea. Right, so now I'll dry it. So I'm just going to pop that to one side, and I've got a piece of card here that I'm just going to stamp a few things on. I want to stamp the seahorse. Oh, she says if she can get hold of it. Oh. I think we'll do this on black. Be careful as you take your stamps off, because like this one, I've torn this one. So I'll show you what I've done. I've actually torn it. I've broke it. So I'm not a happy bunny. Hey ho. There we go. I've managed to salvage it, and I'm going to use my archival distress. Let's see. Because I'm going to cut these out, and what have I done? Oh, there it is. I'm going to cut them out. And I want to do the fish as well. Cool, doesn't it? And so next thing I want to do is I'm going to use some of the seaweed stamps, and I'm going to use the peeled paint and stamp directly onto my canvas. pop that to one side. And I always like to have my, it all depends how you would particularly want it. It's not, just going to do different lengths of it. And I'm just going to fill this in with pop that on back there, and I will actually, after I will actually so I've got these, I'm going to do these at varying lengths. These are seaweed strands. Whoops. And I'm going over what I previously stamped as well, but that doesn't matter. You can get the gist of what I'm doing. So that's that done. Looks quite cool. Just put them back so I know where they are, where they go. And I've got fossilised amber. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some of the shells down the bottom. Just building it up. So that's that. And then you've got, I really like these stamp set. You've got the little fishies as well. You've got little fishes. Hold on. I might do a couple of these as well. There we go. So that's that done. And as I was saying, I've got little fishies, so I'm going to do these black. Just bear with me a minute. Okay, sorry, that was my friend just texting me. So I'm just gonna, I can turn them right so they're all, you know, they don't have to be going in the same direction. I have a couple coming off and coming on. See, looks good. And we've actually got some, you know, like little bubbles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a row, and I'm going to use some blue. I'm not sure if it'll show up, but oh, that's black. I must remember to put the lids on them because it doesn't say underneath, so Oh no, it didn't work very well, did it? I wonder if I use some white. Oh, have I got white? I've got white. Yes, got white. I'm using my Brilliance pad. Let's see, but that'll work. Oh yes, good. Isn't that cool? I think I'll be that good. Sorry about that. Oh, let me just do this. Right, there we are. So that's that done. Now what I want, I'm just going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to bring these in. And I've got my luscious. Let me just put that lid back on there. Put them out the way. I can open this. I was going to use this stamp, but I did change my mind because I've already got the bubbles on, not realising. So now I'm going to activate my luscious powders in my little thing, and I'm just going to quickly paint this. And while I do this, I'm going to fast forward, because when I've done it I will then what I'm going to do, come on Linda, oh then I'll cut them out, so it'll all be fast forwarded. Right, so there we are. There's the seahorse and the fish cut out. So what I want to do next is I want to pick up You, Me and the Sea, wishing you oceans of joy. just something need a hand. I'm a sucker for you. Hello friend. I'm just looking for something more aquatic appropriate, so to speak. Just keep swimming. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll go with just keep swimming. And I'll use my acrylic block. And that's, I think that's what I'll call the page. So again, I'm using my archival distress, and this is black soot, I believe she says when she can put the lid on. And I might, if I can put that down there, put that there, making sure I keep one hand on my acrylic block while I stamp. And then all I've got to do is just add my little fishy. I'll put my little fishy there, I think. And I'll put my little thingy there. And I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use my silicone glue, I think, because I want to give them a little bit of dimension. I need a pin. Just to break the seal on the top. Let's see if that, oh there it is. So I'm not giving them a lot of dimension, just some, because obviously it's going to be my journal book, isn't it? So I can't really add that much on. And Fluffy's come to join me. She's looking out the window at the workmen over the back, the Environment Agency. They're still working there. I believe they're going to be here for another 3 months, which is joyful. Not. But hey ho. So I'm going to put that one there. Now usually when I've got white edges I like to colour them, but because the background's so, I just want them to pop a little bit off the page. And I think if I lift it up, I think my journal page is done. I'll pop that out of the way. So I'm quite pleased with that. So that is one mid-month for 2018, and the prompt was aquatic. So I hope you've enjoyed. I've really enjoyed doing this, stamping onto canvas, and especially with it being flat, I'm able to actually get in there. And just keep swimming. I can't wait for the summer. I really can't. And until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting, and bye bye for now.